Yeah, I mean, just one you had to compete. They're a good team. Team win today for sure. Just had to, kind of grind through it a little bit.
Paul, how would you assess the Otani at bat, the home run? You blew 3 heaters by him first at bat, got two more fastballs by him in that second at bat, and then 3-2 count fastball he hit deep. Just are there just moments where you just have to tip your cap to a hitter?
Yeah, I like to call that big on big because I obviously beat him a couple times earlier, and I think that was the right pitch to throw there. He's a pretty darn good player, so stuff like that's going to happen.
As a player at this level, I know you have a ton of respect for Otani. What did you appreciate about that chess match tonight?
Yeah, you got to kind of tip your cap. He's a good player, and stuff like that's going to happen. They're obviously really good players too, and I mean, frankly, that's why we play the game is for matchups like that. So, not happy I gave it up, but it's part of the game.
What was it like to have the first inning that you did?
I mean, it was cool. It's always nice to settle into a game like that.
That first at bat against Otani, are you thinking 3 fastballs coming in, or is it just reading the at bat? Let's just keep challenging him.
Yeah, just reading the at bat. Saw that we could hopefully beat him with that, and kept going there, and it worked.
You mentioned grinding through in the fifth. There's the home run. There's an error, and ends up being bases loaded, but you get out of it with only just allowing that solo homer. How do you just manage to kind of grind through and stay composed there in the fifth?
I mean, that's all it is. Just getting down to it and making pitches. Doesn't matter what happened in the past. It's just gotta get the next guy out.
Paul, you had a couple at 101, but that was a couple of miles an hour slower than what Chapman threw. What's it like for you to watch him throw?
Yeah, a little different type of pitcher, but it's an honor, frankly, to play on the same team as him with what he's accomplished in this game. And it's always so cool to watch.
Last week, Gavin Lux said that one of the things I guess the Dodgers lineup struggles with is hitting fastballs. Did you go into today's game with any sort of a pre-planned arsenal, or as you said, like with the Ohtani at bat, where was it more just feel and kind of assessing each hitter?
Yeah, a little bit of both. We did our game planning, but obviously the game's going to tell us a lot also, and kind of attacked based on that.
Paul, how do you feel about just your pitch usage, being able to lean on the fastball, but also being able to, go to everything else and kind of mix in things here and there?
Yeah, felt good about it. Execution, I thought was pretty good. Just went a couple pitches back, but that's the game. They're a good team.
Paul, how nice was it to see the complete performance of the offense with 7 runs in the second inning?
Yeah, it was a long inning. I was sitting there for a while, but always nice to pitch with run support. Makes it easier to pitch out there when you have runs on the board. But yeah, that was good to see.
What did you do to stay warm in that? What did you do to stay warm during that?
Just walked around, pretty much.
Paul, you've got 5 starts now in the big leagues. Not a lot, but you've been here for a few weeks. Is it everything you thought it would be up here? Is anything that surprised you, or as far as just the competition and just the whole lifestyle of being in the big leagues?
Yeah, it's awesome, and having the clubhouse full of guys that we have, and that kind of thing. I think the coolest part is just seeing why big leaguers are big leaguers. With the work that people put in and that kind of thing. But I mean, the game doesn't change. It's still the same game we've been playing forever. So, yeah, I mean, it's cool.
Do you feel like you're building more and more rapport with Grandal every game you guys get together working?
Yeah, we understand each other pretty well, I think, and we can have candid conversations also about what we think, and so it's great to throw to him.
Is there anything specifically that impressed you about his game planning after you got to go out there against a lineup with the MVPs that they have, and maybe how he saw that going in?
Yeah, I mean, his ability to think the game is just, that's why he's played the game for so long. And, being here for 5 starts now, like that's one thing that, I can tell why, like I said, why I can see why people are here. And that's one thing I can tell about why he's here. So, his ability to game plan and think the game, all that is unlike anything I've ever been around, which is really cool.
How big is it for you guys as a group to be able to take at least 2 from this team? Really good squad over there.
Yeah, it's huge. Just got to keep playing good baseball.
What do you take away from this start that you feel like there's room for improvement or things that you wanted to do better in?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is just, as I've been up here, there's not a book really on what I need to do. We're kind of writing it as we go along. So how to throw my pitches, where to throw my pitches, when to throw my pitches, that kind of thing. We're just learning, as we go along, and reading hitters, that kind of thing. Just learning where we start.